A galleon is one of the most powerful and intimidating warships ever made. These massive ships ruled the seas for centuries and were the key to world domination. The year is 2021. A crack team of investigators have uncovered new evidence that could change everything. They've discovered an old logbook which revealed a secret code hidden in plain sight all along. They must now race against time to decipher the code before it's too late. What they find will shock the world. But what if I told you that there was a galleon buried beneath the depths of the Caribbean Sea? A galleon so loaded with treasure, it would make every pirate envious. This galleon, the San José, has remained lost for over 300 years until now. Welcome to my channel, and today we will uncover the mystery behind the lost galleon filled with treasure beyond your wildest dreams. In the year 1708, the Spanish galleon San José set sail from Havana, Cuba. Loaded with enough treasure to buy a small kingdom, this mighty warship was on her way to Spain when disaster struck. After enduring a fierce battle with the British Navy off the coast of Cartagena, Colombia, the galleon found itself at the bottom of the ocean. What happened next shocked the world. The San José was a formidable sight to behold. As one of the largest and most powerful galleons of its time, she was the pride of the Spanish Navy. Her decks were adorned with cannons that roared like hungry lions, ready to devour any who dared challenge them. But the ship's beauty was only skin deep, for within her belly lay a secret so precious it would become the stuff of legend. For the San José was no ordinary vessel. She was a floating treasure chest, carrying more wealth than any other ship of her time. The haul included emeralds, gold bars, and jewels that glittered like stars against the dark velvet of night. The value of the San José's cargo adjusted to inflation would be worth more than $10 billion. Talk about a treasure trove. The captain of the San José was a man of few words and even fewer smiles. He was known only as Warden, a hardened veteran of many a battle on the high seas. Despite his gruff exterior, he was a man of honor and duty, a loyal servant of the Spanish crown. But as the story goes, he had a secret vice, gambling, and it would cost him and his crew dearly. As the San José sailed through the treacherous waters of the Caribbean, Warden spent his days at the helm, charting their course towards Spain. But when the moon replaced the sun in the sky, he disappeared below deck, drawn to the intoxicating allure of chance and fate. And with each game he played, the ship's fate grew darker. The San José had been sailing for weeks when the dreaded cry of "Land ho!" echoed across the deck. But instead of joy and celebration, a chill wind of fear swept across the crew. For what they saw was not the lush shores of Spain, but the menacing cliffs of old Providence Island. The island was shrouded in tales of piracy and danger, a haven for cutthroats and knaves who preyed on unsuspecting sailors. It was here that Warden's luck ran out. In a moment of terrible misfortune, the San José grounded on the treacherous reefs surrounding the island, tearing open her hull and spilling her precious cargo into the sea. As the galleon slipped beneath the waves, Warden knew that he had gambled away more than just his ship. He had endangered the lives of his crew and jeopardized the fortune of the Spanish crown. Now he must lead his men in a desperate fight for survival, battling not only the elements but also the very island itself. Warden rallied his men, their faces pale in the moonlight, their eyes wide with fear and determination. With cuts and bruises they dragged the heavy treasure chests ashore, hiding them deep in the island's heart. Then they turned back to the sea, hoping against hope that another ship would spot them and offer rescue. But the days turned into nights, and still no help came. The men grew weak, their bodies ravaged by the elements, their spirits crushed by despair. Some succumbed to the harsh realities of their fate, giving up all hope of rescue. Others plotted mutiny, whispering tales of escape and revenge. As the end drew near, Warden stumbled upon a cave hidden behind a waterfall. Inside, he discovered a tribe of indigenous people who welcomed him and his men, offering them food, water, and shelter. Though wary at first, Warden and his crew accepted their help, knowing that they had little choice. The tribe leader, a wise and enigmatic woman named Zora, took pity on the sailors. She tended to their wounds, sharing their food and teaching them the ways of her people. Slowly, Warden and his men began to heal, both physically and emotionally, finding solace in the tribe's simple way of life. One day, Zara led Warden to a clearing where a group of villagers were gathered around a fire. She introduced him to them as a friend and warned them not to harm him. As the years passed, Warden grew to love the tribe and the island, forsaking his former life as a sailor. But the peace was shattered when pirates descended on the island, seeking the fabled treasure of the San José. Led by the infamous Captain Morgan, the pirates ransacked the village, stealing what they could and killing those who resisted. Warden, now a changed man, emerged from the shadows, rallying the villagers to fight back. Though outnumbered and outgunned, the villagers fought bravely, defending their homes and loved ones. In the end, the pirates were defeated, their numbers depleted by the villagers' ferocity and the unforgiving terrain of the island. Though the victory was hard won, Warden knew that the treasure of the San José remained in danger. He decided to flee with his tribe and the treasure to a secret location, hiding it deep within the jungle. As the years passed, the tale of the San José and her lost treasure became nothing more than a legend, whispered by the locals and dismissed by outsiders as mere fantasy. However, the truth lay hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. Fast forward to the present day, the hunt for the lost galleon and her treasure has captured the imagination of many. Explorers, historians, and treasure hunters have braved the treacherous waters of the Caribbean in search of the elusive San José, but all have come up empty-handed. The discovery of the wreck of the San José off the coast of Cartagena, Colombia in 2015 rekindled the hopes of those seeking fortune and fame. But the journey to unearth the secrets of the galleon and her cargo has been fraught with danger and intrigue. Among those drawn to the mystery is a descendant of the original crew member of the San José, eager to claim his family's lost fortune. But he soon finds himself entangled in a web of deceit and betrayal as others seek to exploit the wreck for their own gain. Amidst the chaos and confusion, a historian emerges, shedding light on the truth behind the San José and her legendary treasure. But as the truth is revealed, it becomes clear that some secrets are best left buried in the past. For centuries, the existence of the San José and her priceless cargo remained a secret known only to a few. But as the years passed, rumors of the lost galleon and her treasure began to spread, capturing the imaginations of explorers and treasure hunters alike. In the early 19th century, tales of the San José reached the ears of a daring British sea captain named John Morris. Determined to uncover the truth, Morris set sail for the Caribbean, following cryptic clues and old maps in search of the fabled wreck. But despite his best efforts, the San José remained elusive, her whereabouts a mystery lost to time. It wasn't until nearly 2 centuries later that the hunt for the San José began anew. This time, however, the stakes were higher than ever before. With the promise of untold riches, a Colombian businessman named Luis Antonio Carrillo assembled a team of experts and set out to locate the lost galleon. Using advanced sonar technology, they scanned the ocean floor off the coast of Cartagena, searching for any sign of the sunken ship. But as weeks turned into months, hope began to dwindle and the project was put on hold. Years later, in 2001, the hunt for the San José was taken over by a Spanish company called Sea Search Armada. Armed with cutting-edge underwater imaging technology, the team scoured the seabed for any trace of the galleon. Finally, after months of searching, their efforts paid off. They discovered the remains of a ship lying deep beneath the waves, its hull adorned with details that matched the descriptions of the San José. With excitement, they began the painstaking process of excavating the wreck, uncovering treasure after treasure, each one more valuable than the last. But their triumph was short-lived. Soon after the discovery was made public, the Colombian government intervened, seizing the artifacts and placing them in a national museum. Carrillo and his team were outraged, claiming that they were entitled to a portion of the treasure under maritime law, but their protests were in vain. The Colombian government was determined to keep the treasure in the country, seeing it as an important part of their national heritage. Thus, the battle over the spoils of the San José raged on, pitting treasure hunters, historians, and governments against one another in a fight to the death. Some argued that the treasure should be divided among those who risked their lives to discover it, while others claimed that it rightfully belonged to the country where the ship was found. The debate continues to this day, with no clear victor in sight. Meanwhile, the artifacts recovered from the wreck of the San José remain on display in museums around the world, drawing the admiration of millions. Among the most prized possessions are the emeralds, which are considered to be among the finest gemstones ever discovered. Their vibrant green color and flawless clarity make them truly breathtaking, but their true value lies in their connection to the legendary galleon and her lost treasure. With their fate still uncertain, one thing is clear. the legacy of the San José and her cargo will live on for centuries to come. So what do you think? Is there anything we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to stay tuned for more just like it. Thanks for watching.